Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la.
Welcome to Pat and Ken at the Holidays 2018. Can you believe it? I'm Patrick McDonald, the Uber critic.
You know, I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus and a whole lot more.
Ooh.
I'm Ken Candela, the movie wag.
Ken, why don't you introduce our first film this year? It's Classic Christmas.
Classic Christmas.
Yes.
In beautiful black and white.
Beautiful black and white.
This year's movie is Holiday Affair.
Holiday Affair. Now, you know, I picked this because it's on Turner Classic Movies every year, and
I've never seen it before.
right, and I had seen bits and pieces, but never watched the whole thing. So
It stars Janet Leigh,
yeah,
a very young Janet Leigh,
wow,
a very young Robert Mitchum,
yes, Bob Mitchum,
and an actor by the name of Wendell Corey.
yes. I actually read a little background on this. The studio wanted Mitchum to do this picture because he'd just been arrested for marijuana. The pothead, this is his reform picture, although it's still pure Mitchum.
Absolutely. He still has a lot of swagger in this film and everything else. Well, the basic premise of the movie is Janet Leigh is an army widow.
Yes.
Her husband had passed on or died during the war.
World War II.
What does she do? She's a
competitive
shopper.
Yes.
And that's how she runs across Robert Mitchum. She goes into a department store where he is actually working in a toy department.
All right, now let me tell you about the train. There's really never been one like it. This one's been around the world 7 times. Fast, economical, easy to operate, and very...
I'll take one, complete with all attachments and accessories.
You're not letting me earn my salary, skimpy as it is.
He seems a little out of place, though.
Yeah,
he should have been maybe
sales.
like in the rifle section or something. He seems a little out of place because he's such a manly man, and he has there's an effeminate store walker who's his boss. You always have to have the effeminate. Yes. But he instantly falls for
She's
her.
really bad at her job, Ken, because, I mean, if you're going to be a competitive shopper, you want to, like, be cool, and
Right.
she just comes in and...
She seems a little nervous.
Yeah, she just doesn't do her job
But
well.
I think he instantly takes a liking to her. She has a little son named Timmy.
Yeah,
Timmy. And Wendell Corey is a friend of hers who's a lawyer.
Yes.
And
they've been dating.
They've been dating, and he thinks it's about time they settle down.
Exactly.
Hey, we're getting good at this.
Pretty good team.
Why do we limit it to dishwashing? Marry me and I'll buy you a dishwasher. A cute little Frenchman with a tight skirt. What do you say, Connie?
Could you give me a little more time, Carl?
And now she has two
suitors.
Two suitors. Which one will she pick?
Yes.
Now, also in here is the little boy Timmy.
Timmy.
And Timmy's not too crazy about the Wendell Corey character, the lawyer.
Yeah.
He takes a liking to Robert Mitchum.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Right.
But how did Mom get you fired?
Oh, I sold her a train, and then when she brought it back, I didn't do something I was supposed to.
And Robert Mitchum instantly wins the kid over by giving him a train set for Christmas.
Yeah.
And
Santa. Surprisingly expensive for 1949.
Yeah, you know what? It was like
$80
it was almost
bucks.
$80.
I'm like,
I thought
whoa.
the same thing.
What would be the equivalent today? Like about 1,000 for that thing? Jeez.
So it's kind of, as the story progresses, it's how Robert Mitchum is pursuing her.
Yeah.
There's a scene on Christmas Day, I think, where they're having dinner with her husband, her late husband's parents,
Yes.
who she's still close to because of the grandparents of her son.
Like Mr. Mason's necktie. Forgive me, Mr. Mason, but it is a bit loud. Reminds me of those that Connie used to give to Guy. She always said, this is a symbol of our wild and fiery love.
The two Mrs. Enuses.
Right.
You know, you don't get through life with the last name of Enos. And in this case, it was Ennis.
Ennis.
But still.
Robert Mitchum, during the course of the meal, basically professes his love for her and thinks that
that was awkward.
The Wendell Corey character should take a hike.
Connie, I think Carl is just about one of the nicest fellows I could ever hope to meet. But I think you ought to marry me.
What, I mean, you know...
He took his shot.
Who
He's Bob Mitchum. He had to take a shot.
Well, when he first kisses her, it's almost like an attack.
Merry Christmas.
I would say we
Again,
would
he's Robert
arrest,
Mitchum.
Arrest this man.
Maybe he was still high from the marijuana.
Yes, he was. So, what did you think of this film?
I really enjoyed the film.
I did too.
It was rather intimate because there was really just the two suitors, the son and Janet Leigh, and most of the scenes took place. So it was a very intimate exchange between characters.
The screenwriter was a woman. And after I read that, I'd seen the film first, and I saw that the screenwriter was a woman, and I said, there's a lot of subtlety in this.
Yeah.
It's not overt or anything, and they were trying to be more adult. It's after the war. Movies were trying to grow up a bit, and I mean, there's some implications that there's sex in this movie, for God's sakes.
The landlady said to keep the door open.
Let's worry her, huh? But, let's not worry you.
And the little boy, I don't know the actor's name, I'm sure you'll find out and post it on the clips that you'll see between these takes. But he was excellent. He seemed like just a sweet little boy. I mean, there was one little scene where she says, you need to be nice to Mr. So-and-so. And he says,
Why? Is it his birthday?
No.
I mean, something that an innocent child would say.
Yeah, and also too everything was kind of naturalistic. I felt like all the relationships were established. It wasn't like that fake, usual black and white 1940s stuff. It was definitely drawing. It's a mature story, Ken. A mature story. And what is your Christmas bell rating?
My bell rating for the holiday fair, I'm going to give it 3.
3?
3 bells.
Yeah, that sounds good. 3 bells for a holiday affair. And
that's our classic assessment.
Turner Classics, come on.
Coming up in our next segment,
yes,
we're going to take a look at another treatment of a Charles Dickens Christmas Carol.
There are approximately 10,000 out there, Ken, and we found another one.
And this one will happen to be, it's called
A Diva's Christmas.
A Diva's Christmas with Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams as a diva.
With a diva.
Ooh, that's coming up.
Next, Pat and Ken at the holidays.
Oi!